Quite often, I recommend to my patients to take supplements of fish oil to reduce risk of cancer. To understand why, you need to understand the concept of cell and cell membrane and how distorted cell membrane contributes to cancer formation. Our whole body is made out of cells. And here is the example of the cell on the left. This is the cell nucleus where DNA is located. And this is the cell membrane. Let's look at the cell membrane under the microscope. You will see that it's made out of lipid bilayer. Lipid means fat, and here is a globules of fat, one and the second and the third. And bilayer means two. This is the layer 1 and this layer 2. Protein incorporated between two lipid bilayers, and it's usually plays the role of the receptor. Now, changes in this lipid bilayer can contribute to cancer formation. Let's go to the blackboard and I will explain you how. Here, I already pre-draw for us picture of our digestive tract. This is the mouth with the teeth, esophagus, stomach, small intestine, large intestine, and we go to the bathroom right here. When we eat food that has fat, such as pork, beef, dairy, meat, or nuts and seeds, fat is broken into smallest particles, and eventually the smallest particles get absorbed through the digestive tract into the bloodstream, and here is the fat floating in the bloodstream. That fat will get delivered into the cell, and it will build and rebuild lipid bilayer. So this is the cell. Here is nucleus with genetic information, and this is the lipid bilayer that built out of fat that flows in the bloodstream that came with the food that we just ate few days ago. Cell membrane built out of good and bad fat. Good fat is the omega-3 that comes from the fish and also nuts and seeds and avocado. And the ratio of good fat to bad in the cell membrane is 70% of good and 30% is bad. So that's a necessary ratio to maintain this healthy cell membrane. So, and you can see here a receptor, let's say this receptor for estrogen, and the lipid bilayer continues, made out of 70% good and 30% bad fat. Now, estrogen floats here, comes to the receptor, will sit here, right on the surface of the receptor. When estrogen sits here, it turns the receptor on, meaning that signal from the receptor will go into DNA and will tell DNA and cell in general start to grow and reproduce. That's how it works normally. When people don't eat good fat or don't eat enough of good fat, as a result, they violate ratio 70 to 30. Let's say they eat a lot of dairy or they eat a lot of pork. As a result, cell membrane will be built. However, the cell will use fat that's available and may build the cell membrane that does not look that nice. You can see one piece of lipid bilayer is bigger, the other is smaller, something like that. As a result, receptor that incorporated right there may not look that structurally sound, so it's kind of crooked like that. What happened when the receptor is crooked? Because lipid bilayer is pushing on this receptor. Receptor can get stuck in position on, meaning that it will send the signal into the DNA, start to grow and reproduce, even if the estrogen is not sitting right here. Signal will go day and night, it will be on, grow and reproduce, meaning it is cancer. By definition, cancer is fast growth and reproduction. So now you can see how important to maintain the ratio of cell membrane 70 to 30, meaning that we have to eat 70% of good fat and about 30% of bad fat. If you want to know what that means good and bad fat, I recommend you to go to Udemy and search for Veronica Wax, that's me, and you will see that I have a course here, Food is Your Best Medicine, Basic Nutrition 101, when you will gain simple knowledge what good fat and bad fat, and a basic idea what the sound diet is looks like. And you can see that now it's for sale $10. But anyway, what I want you to know that in order to have structurally sound membrane, we have to eat omega-3, which is basically fish oil. If patient does not eat fish, I recommend them always fish supplement. If they do, then recommendation is eat your fish 3 or 4 times per week. That's it for today, guys. Thank you very much. It's Dr. Veronica. I'm all about cancer risk reduction, clean food, water, and cosmetics free of chemicals. And if you have any questions, please ask me. I am here to answer all your questions. Thank you and bye for now.